Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Zulekha Mohammed. Welcome back to Amirah Media. Today with me I have a very prominent guest. You all know her. You're the one who invited her actually. So welcome, Ustadha.
Thank you very much.
Introduce yourself and then...
I'm Ustadha Aisha. Ustadha Aisha Mohammed Khair, an Ustadha, which means an Islamic teacher, mentor. I can say I'm a mentor, partly a counselor, but not a full practicing counselor.
MashaAllah. Welcome, Ustadha. So, as human beings, we are created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with feelings, with desires like hunger, thirst, and sexual desires, among others.
Yeah, that's very true.
So for sexual desires, we have people that are not married. They are undergoing these desires. What do you think? Is it normal? And should we accept these feelings or should we fight them?
Of course, they're very normal. The way you've started the conversation, you said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us with desires. So we have desires as human beings, and that specific desire is natural for every human being. At a certain age, of course, you can't say a young child has that desire. Yeah. But as now she approaches her puberty, let's say pre-teenage years, and then she becomes a teenager. Then now when she becomes a young adult, of course, it's fully for the desire now is like she realizes that these are the desire and this is exactly what she wants. We cannot omit or we cannot say let's get away with this desire. This desire does not exist. That is a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a total lie. The desire is there, and that's why we are told to marry as early as possible, because now the desire is already there. Yes. We get it, but nowadays we do have education and we have this and that, and that's why we need to suppress this desire a little bit so that you can
and it's both there for ladies, for female and for men.
Yes, of course, we've got desires. Come on, animals have.
Yeah, so
we have very nice ones, Kwanza.
In as much as we have desires and we have to accept them, there are some things that arouse us or some things that causes us to feel these things. Among the things are maybe watching Netflix. Kuna hiyo tu hiyo scene yenye itakuja have that feeling, and maybe kusoma hizo books.
Okay, let me tell you one thing, yeah. I remember I have this counselor who is a very well-known counselor. She's called Counselor Riziki. She's our mother, a mentor, and we really admire her, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect her. And Counselor Riziki always says, you see this desire, you cannot take it and put it in your handbag. And then yeah. It's a desire that you unaitoa unaiangalia. It is supposed to be in your conscious. It's not supposed to be in your unconscious. It's supposed to be in your conscious. So this is how I feel. And then for a woman, there's a certain time of the month she feels this desire comes in. And it comes immediately of her periods, because now kuna hiyo period of ovulation. Now she's ovulating, and it means that she's ready to mate. And now there's no that partner, and now what does she do? It really happens, And unfortunately, most of our girls don't even realize when they're ovulating and when this shahwa comes. Sometimes it comes before your period, during your periods, even sometimes
it comes
before.
Yes,
and then others during the period in Ikobado, even after their period. So this time of the month, this lady is just okay, she feels like she needs somebody in her life at that moment, and then now you find her, she's not married. So what will trigger it at this time? the things that triggered the way umesema ni kuwatch or movies, ni kuchat with somebody that you know.
Oh my God.
You know, if you chat to this certain guy, he will take you to where you want to go.
Oh,
are you getting?
okay.
So you know, nowadays we do have phone sex, right? Yeah, let us be very clear about this. Yeah, phone sex, as in you talk to this guy in such a way that you're not together but you're together. Okay, kuna hiyo chatting ina trigger. Aya, kuna hizo movies, the way you said you can watch the movie. Haya, kuna
books
and all that. So kuna hizi vitu shetani ameweka ready made, which is just there.
Actually,
so,
these days you scroll through social media, like Instagram, YouTube, you'll just see funny things.
Exactly. And who said that women don't desire? You know, the moment you see a tall, dark, handsome, built man, there are things coming to your mind.
Yeah,
so we are saying this girl at this time of her month, till this time of the month, this is how she feels, and then there's not that partner that can fulfill that sexual gratification that she wants. That's that part. And then now there's this time of the month where she's normal, but there are things which are already triggering this lady, this young girl. The way we have said it's there, it's a social media, maybe it's the guy she's talking to, maybe it is just shaitan with other wasila that he has. So this girl, throughout the month or throughout the time of her life, akona hizo tu vitu ambazo zinamtrigger, zinamsumbua, you know. And if she is not aware of herself, if she does not know, you know, a self-aware girl, she knows that this is what I'm feeling and this is how I'm going to deal with this feeling. If she's not going to be that what do you call it, aware, then she's going to deal with that feeling.
So we have talked about the causes and the things that trigger these sexual desires in us as human beings. So natumongelelea pia the time, cyclical,
the time the girl has that sexual desires.
Yeah. So as the girl, can I know, this is, as you said, we're supposed to be like aware of it, of the feelings. So how would I know this is what I'm feeling?
It's natural. It's how it's kama vile unasikia njaa utajua tu unasikia njaa. But sasa inakuwa shida kwa ule ambaye bado hajajua hasa how to deal with it.
Like ule mwenye ako kubale
mwingine, unajua kuna mwingine, she's 19 years old. She's 21 years old. And she's getting that sexual desires, yeah? And she doesn't know where she's going to put it. Ajui sasa hii nitaiweka wapi. Yes, I have it. Where do I put? So unaona, in that situation, unaona she's a very moody person.
Kuna wengine wanakuwa aggressive.
They become moody, they become aggressive, they become depressed. Unaona mwanamke kabisa anaingia katika, a young girl anaingia katika depression. Among the things is that unanipata, she's depressed because she doesn't know, hajui sasa hii nini anaipeleka wapi. She doesn't know where to take this sexual desire. Aipeleke wapi? Unaona? So does she suppress it in herself? Maybe she has for a long time and she cannot suppress it anymore. And hataki zina, na mogopa Mwenyezi Mungu anajua zina ni haram. Unanipata?
So my question is, acha nikukatize kidogo. Like for sikuna wala na baligh at 9 years. For that 9 years old, anaweza kujua like
anaweza kupata at 10, 11 years unaona anaanza.
But they anaweza kujua
yes. It's no hatajua, but the body is starting to like inajitengeneza towards that. That's the way I understand as a mother, but not of course on an expert
so for
background.
For parents mwenye ako free sasa na watoto wake, hapo ndo unapata the daughter approach and I'm feeling this and this.
Yeah, you see, we come from a community whereby we don't talk to our mothers about it. Our mothers don't even talk to us about it. We all don't talk to each other about it. Even when we are getting married, you're getting married next week and your mom has not even told you what you're going to expect in that house. Unlike other cultures like Swahili culture, whereby a young girl akona a woman who will come over, talk to her about it, tell her this is how it's going to be, and this is how you're going to respond, and we need you to be like this, and because you're a woman you should be A, B, C, D. We don't have that in our culture, and that is why our young girls are troubled. They're all over the social media, they're all over, you're seeing them very confused girl. Mara leo iko na hijab, kesho ametoa. Mara, she's showing herself, the way she's talking.
For our girls today, we are in 2020, the reign of internet. So unapata mse anaenda Google such a thing like how to deal with sexual desires if I'm not married. So Google inamletea different ways of dealing with it. There is a book I read, and the book was teaching girls on what to do, like if they're having sexual desires but for some reasons they don't want to have sex with a person, like the things that they can do. And one of the things that the book suggested was masturbation, and it was teaching masturbation. But I'm sure Islam has like already taught us these things, like what we're supposed to do when we're undergoing those things. Those desires.
They always say that Islam has not left any stone unturned.
Yeah.
This is where we go wrong as mentors, as teachers. Our girls get advice from other sources that are not authentic, just because we are not able to discuss this sensitive topics with them. Yeah. Remember, there's a young man who went to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, please just give me that, like adhini nikubalie nizini.
Yeah.
Unakumbuka? So it means kuna mali jamaa alifika mpaka kuje kuongea hivyo, si ndio?
Yeah.
So our youth, yes, they're going through it, but mimi niweza kusema at the end of the day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala halala zawaj wa harrama zina. Yeah. Allah amefanya marriage halal na akafanya nini haram? Akafanya zina haram. Yeah. The reason why zina is haram, because for a young girl, I can advise her right now, zina is haram because you're going to pay the price, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
That price you're going to pay for it, either in your marriage or out of your marriage later on in life. But that zina, you're going to pay a price for it. Even if you're going to bring the tawbah, but there's a price coming for it. And for you not to pay that price, my dear, there are things that you're going to do that's going to help you.
Yeah.
Among it is keep yourself busy with ibadatillah. Keep yourself busy with the ibadah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you're not caught, yes. So already ushajua ni what you're going through, Ibadah. Make sure uko na udhu 24 hours. 5 times a day sikupite. Pick up a passion. Of course, kila mtu akona desire. Kuna kitu unapenda katika dini. Maybe you love the Quran, maybe you love the tafsir, maybe you love hadith.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something about the deen that you love.
Yeah.
Stick to it. Research on it. Write on it. Keep yourself busy with it. Kuna mtu anapenda comparative religion. Kuna mtu anapenda sadaqat. Kuna mtu keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
The moment you keep yourself busy with the ibadah, I'm talking of the ibadah now, kuna mali itakuokoa. Out of experience, kuna mali itakuokoa.
Yeah.
Kuna mahali inakusaidia kudivert akili yako. Sex is something that Allah has created. Na amesema ni kitu tamu, ni kitu mzuri. You're all going to enjoy it at the end of the day. Why don't you enjoy this thing at the right time? We all know, mtu yote akizini, the moment you're out of that place, uko kwa kejeo jamaa. The moment you two are done, kuna hiyo feeling unapataga. Kuna hiyo guilt na kuingiaga, you're like, what the hell?
Why did I do this?
Why did I do? You just want to take a shower and get the hell out of his room or his apartment or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, wewe kujisevia mambo yote ya kuangalia. It's this, if you listen to your sexual desire and ukaisikiza, and not listen, ukienda sasa ukai-implement ile kitu wewe una feel, ukienda kuimplement, ni nini utapata? Ni guilt. Si tutatoka hapo happy. So to avoid that guilt, nimesema ibada. Kitu kingine ni dua, my dear. Allah, wewe ndio umeniumba. Wewe unajua ni nini mimi na feel right now. Wewe unajua ni nini inanisumbua. Allah, niondolee. Na urudishe the exact feeling I'm feeling at the right time, at the right place. Now Allah, it works. I've seen young ladies that have really worked. I used to work for Masjid Salam, and I used to see wasichana wanakuja kwa msikiti groups in groups, and nilikuwa nashangaa, kwani nyinyi hamna time, kwani hamna kitu kingine? Sasa tushasoma hatuna job ni nini, si tukae hapa Mos. Sasa wanajichochaga, wanakaa wanasikizana Qurani, wanakaa wanafanya 1 2 3 discussion, twende tukafanya hii dawa project. And I came to realize one day as I was getting close to them, I took a number Ustadha, unaona hii na to keep away from a lot of things. So ni kitu mtu ashapanga, ashajua. You engage yourself. Unanipata? After making the dua ukhti fillah, another thing is avoidance. Avoid anything can trigger it.
Yeah, like for a movie, if you're
avoid it. Avoid it.
So
I know. You see, like kama mimi, for instance, I love drama. Meaning to a drama, but then I love watching drama. So if I know, if I get a drama and then I know upon itapata. Of course, even the titles, you see the titles and then you see the guy in that movie and you see the girl, and you're like, okay, this is African American, this is Apana. Hata wazungu sitaki kuwaona, So at the end, I'm like, okay, now this I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch movies.
You just avoid it.
Yeah, and to avoid. Now, by the way, it works.
But there is somewhere I heard Shaitan has a way of making you do things that even if you don't want to do it. Like maybe tuseme if hiyo part hiyo scene useme itaruka.
Hakuna kuruka. Why would you want to ruka? You want to know what happened. Come on. You've been waiting for this moment to come and then yes. So avoid ni kitu hiko na unajaribu sana na wallahi it works miracle. Avoidance and also chatting. You see, I'm not telling you delete WhatsApp. Me, I have a friend who deleted WhatsApp, but I thought that was extreme, yeah? She's like, unajua, every time I'm WhatsApp, I want to, nataka kuongea na. You know that if I chat to Ibrahim, or I chat to Yusuf, and I chat to Abdallah, the next 2 minutes, this conversation will lead me somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not going to stay the way it stays. Mambo poa nini, itakuwa uko wapi, unadu nini, umevaa nini.
Deep.
It will go there. So the more you avoid these conversations, the less men you have in your life.
Yeah.
The less men, I always say, the less men you have in your life, the less interaction you have with men, the more committed you'll be to avoiding zina.
Yeah.
Unaona, na ule unajua, the one that like, how can I say, the moment that man is in your life and this is how you feel. Unajua tu kuna vile tu shetani yuko, you just pick up that phone. Hi, where are you? Unafanya? Itakuja tu, this is how I feel. And this is what I want. And then mwanaume ni dhaifu at the end of the day. So for you to I just have less friends and kind of people that huyu atakusaidia. And sometimes si mtu wa dini, unaona kama mimi niko na ilmu. But if you see the girl I hang around with, hana ilmu, lakini she's a more practical, yani practicing Islam better than me.
Yeah.
Sasa hata kidogo nikitaka kudivert kidogo, yani wale wananishikilia kwa na nirudisha kwa
nini unafanya. But they also have a friend mwenye like tufunge Monday, Thursday, Sunday anakukol, kesho tunafunga, anakuamsha for suhoor, vitu kama hizo. And then sometimes una feel like anakukatisia because there is some things you want to enjoy yourself. Unajirecord TikTok nini, unataka kuweka status watu waone, anakwambia nini umeweka.
I like that. You should have that friend around. As irritating as she is, keep her around. That's what I'm saying. You should always have that friend.
I know she's listening.
Yes. So, it's very important you have such friends in life. Hata mimi saa zingine huyu mimi wanasikiaga tu like, leave me alone. But at the end of the day, I still find her in my life. She's still the one I was to. So nasema kuwa na kirende yako, kuwa na mabeshte zako, and talk about what you feel to them. People that you know now, unajua ni group yako, you can discuss. So hey Joy, mimi Joy hii wiki Joy nimelemewa. Niaze, Allah atasijui niekeni kwa dua. Unajua niombe Allah tupatie zawjan salihan. Inshallah I get married soon. And this is what I want to, in case our time is out here. I always tell our young girls, a husband is a gift. You don't go out looking for a gift.
Yeah.
Gift ukuta, si ndio? Umekaa tu mahali ukaletea gift yako. We live in a society whereby we want to date every Qasim, Ibrahim, Abdullah, Mohammed, so that I can get to my Abdullah. You know. But remember, you would have saved yourself all that if you only patiently wait for Abdullah.
Yeah, actually there is a friend of mine, she's non-Muslim. Alikuwa ananiuliza like, why you not dating? Nikamwambia sisi we don't date, we just wait for somebody akuje kwenu akupose. Ati sasa utaijaribu. See, utajuaje he's perfect for you.
I think yeah. And you see why you young girls are looking at us older women and you're thinking, why our marriages are not working? You know, mimi I'm young, lakini my marriage will just be divorced. Hakuna kitu ingine. Even my sister got divorced. Even my auntie got divorced. Even fulani got divorced. No, that's not how it is.
They don't get into marriage.
Yes. Divorce. I know we have created a very bad example to the young ones like you. What I can say is that we made mistakes in lives. We made our own mistakes and we made even good decisions in life. We've made bad decisions in life. And among the things that has led us to where we are, I'm not saying the reason, but I'm saying among the things that has led us to this was dating. Why? Because we tried A, we tried B, we tried C. By the time we get to who our husband is, to shaboeka. Like Abdullah does not kiss the way Ibrahim does. Abdullah does not have the body of Qasim. Abdullah is not loving the way Muhammad used to be loving and caring. Okay, Nani does not make love to me the way Fulani used to. You know, so your marriage is all about now comparing a man. And you're just thinking like, I should have made a better choice than what I've made. Yeah. So for the young girls out there, mi nasema tu, imagine huyo jamaa atakuja. That guy will come. Just have the patience and just know how to deal with yourself and make a lot of dua and just be conscious about your feelings, be conscious about your thoughts, be conscious about yourself, and then create that relationship between you and your Lord. Wallah inna la yukhzika Allah. Allah kuna siku moja yani atakudhalilisha mbele Allah. Kwa hiyo yote Allah ataku elevate, na akikulevate it means he'll give you a man that you desire. Yeah. So when my friend asked me that, akanambia you have to try different ndojue like what's perfect for you. What I told her was since sijui hata perfect inakaje, I think ile tu nitapata ndo itakuwa perfect. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like our mothers when they got married, our grandmothers when they got married, they got married to men they don't know. They've never seen. And their marriages lasted for 50 years, 40 years. Why? Because they started to know each other from the first day of marriage. Yes, you know, they were all nervous. I remember one of my grandmother was telling me, the first 1 month, 2 months, you're all nervous. You're trying your best, yani chapati yako ikae mzuri. You know, you're wearing a nice dira, and you don't know, does he like this? You know, it's all excitement and nervousness, you know. So by the time it's 1 year, you're pregnant, the other child. So it takes you like 5-6 years in marriage. Now you've understood your husband. Now that's the time. Now you know he loves this, so you concentrate on this. By the time it's 20 years in marriage, subhanallah, mushajuana, mushapendana, mushachukiana, But the young girls of today, you want all this to be before marriage, and then now you expect happiness in marriage. How? You don't get that.
So for the solutions that Google and the books gives, one of them is masturbation and buying some toys for exciting yourself, I think, and maybe watching those scenes of pornography or stuff. So do these things have psychological effect on us?
Of course. It has, because it makes you compare again. A pleasure of masturbation and using those toys, for instance, which I don't know about really, and now the real sex itself, of course, it's different. Of course, this is the way you attain pleasure here is not the way you attain pleasure here. Is not the way. Na ushazoea moja. So of course the other one will not be as satisfying as the one you're used to. So inaletaga shida. And also pornography, we know it has a lot of effects we've seen in marriage, because the man wants that has turned the wife into wants her to be like what he sees. And subhanallah, the woman was not trained enough to do what is it this man sees. So of course you're gonna say psychological effects, because every time me, the way I've been reading and seeing, they say that these people, wherever they are, they're being triggered. Something will just trigger them. They'll look for their phone. They just go and see it for 2-3 minutes. They're done. So it affects their mindset. It affects the way they're thinking, their relationship with others. In a way, sasa anakuwa tu ni mtu ambaye hajajiweka vizuri. Yani si mtu wako focus, si mtu ambaye yuko katika hali ya mtu wako amemakinika.
It's like a drug.
A drug. Yeah, of course it's like a drug. So I would really discourage our young girls from these things. Yes, because wacha nikwambie, mpaka Allah kuweke kwa hiyo situation, anajua utaweza. Allah atakuweza. You're talking of a 21-year-old. Tell me about a 35-year-old girl, young girl, young lady, 35, 36. People have reached 40 and they're single. Yeah, and the worst of it is when you're married and then now you're divorced. You know, when you're married, if you're single before marriage, you don't know what sex is, but now you're married and then now you're divorced. So you know, ushaonja ni asali, ushaonja asali. There, you know how it is. Subhanallah, now Allah is giving you ibtila, that you get these sexual desires, but you know it is haram. You get wezi zini, wezi. So uko hapo tu unangangana ukijihifadhi, unajihifadhi. So if you're with them, so I'm telling them, look at the divorced women in your homes. How are they dealing with themselves? Don't you think unadhani hao ni mawe? Si hao ni watu wazima, lakini wamechoose nini kukana heshima zao kwa manyumba. So take them as an example and be like them. Kama hao wameweza, hata wewe definitely utaweza. Na you cannot be in any situation unless Allah anajua utatoboa. Unajua kila mtu na mtihani yake. La yukallifu Allahu nafsa. So no. So the way you are right now, whatever situation the situation we are talking about ni ile ya kungoja. Si ndio? We ngoja na ngoja gracefully. Na dignity. Mimi nimeona wasichana wengi sana wametoboa, by the way. They have done it. Kukimbia UN huko Nairobi, University of Nairobi, unatoka huko unakimbia home, unarudi, wewe jipe shughuli, ingia jamia mosque, swali, you know, just wewe jipe shughuli. Wallahi, your time will come. Go to the halaqat, look for sisters in Islam. Inshallah, you just find yourself, hey, time yangu imefika. Tomorrow is my wedding, subhanallah.
And it's the most beautiful.
Wallahi it is. And Allah will give you a man that you deserve.
So that is it, my friends. Leave us comments below, tell us what your view is, what you think, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. Assalam.